Last week in Saas-Fee, Sina Goetz, 19-year-old Swiss climber, took her first ever podium. It wasn't just any old podium, it was a silver medal and second place. Today, we're going to take the chance to review Sina's performance and route analysis. So, Sina, first moves on the route. How were you feeling at this point in the finals?
Yeah, great actually. It's always good if you can move fast through the first few holes.
Do you feel like you were nervous?
No, not at all actually.
Really?
I felt pretty composed. I think I was just excited to climb the route.
So, tricky move off that deep lock, but the thing that I really remember is how you were moving really quickly. You know, there was just a lot, like you said, composed. You were very composed. There was a lot of composure. When you read the route, what had gone through your mind?
Yeah, I was a bit scared of this Steinhold, which is coming up next. Mm-hmm. And this was also the hold Maria fell, I think.
Yeah, it was. And
it makes kind of sketchy sounds if you hang on there, and I was scared that it would even break off.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It was quite an ugly hold, I think.
And so the whole route, did you see it and think, okay, I need to be fast? Did you think that it was toppable, or what was your vision?
Yeah, I knew it was toppable, so it wasn't as long as I expected. Mm-hmm. I thought it would end on top of the structure, but it didn't.
Yes, the first time for a while we've had one this short.
I think so. And the moves didn't look too hard, but still you need to be careful on the Sam holds, and just move.
And so this is one of those Sam holds now, characterised by the fact that it uses local rock mounted on a plate. Those holds don't feel that great. Let's look at this next move now. So you're moving up clips 5 and 6 in sequence. And this was not a super difficult move, but this is where things started to get kind of more difficult, right?
Yeah, it's a bit... I used figure 4, I think, 3 times. Mm-hmm. So that was quite good for me. I think I get more scared if I have to lock it down, so I slip more often if I don't use figure 4. And there I came close to the barrels. And that's where you need to speed up a bit.
So when you placed that Stein, how conscious are you of the crowd? How aware are you of what's going on? Are you totally in the zone or what?
I think in the lower part I did barely hear them, but in the upper part for sure, they pushed me to the top.
What's that barrel feel like after those tenuous rock holds?
Quite comfortable and chill a bit on them. But I also knew that I'm not that efficient on figure 4, figure 9, so I'm always a bit scared of that section, but it went all right, I think.
You looked back there, were you looking at the clock?
Yeah.
So when you saw the clock, what were you thinking?
Yeah, I thought I was good in time there. So I didn't want to rush it too much, because I get pumped pretty quickly if I don't let myself time to shake. And so I could keep this speed up.
Yeah, and you kept your feet in the wall as well. Yeah. Nice. And so that was the the efficiency that you're talking about in the figure 4-9. If you keep your feet in there.
Yeah, I think it's really efficient with the energy you need.
So here we go now, you're moving. Still refusing to put the figure 4s or figure 9s in. For the viewers at home, maybe you can explain why figure 4s and 9s work in this steeper section.
Yeah, because you can't stand on the barrel because it's just too short and it's also moving. So it's just more efficient. I think you can't... there is no other solution here.
And this is easier than campusing because it's locked down.
For sure,
right?
I couldn't campus that.
When you did that, you put the tool in and then shook, it made me really nervous.
Yeah,
were you super confident there?
Yeah, I always do that.
I just have visions of Petra doing something similar a couple of years ago, and she flew out of the ice when she...
Oh, really?
Yeah, really low down in the finals last year.
Ah, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it was a bit different with the Samuel.
But it was ice.
Yeah, it was.
And it just makes me nervous when people let go of their tools.
I think if the holes are so big, you can do it.
And so then you moved on to this speed wall.
Yeah.
Talk me through this section in your head.
I think I have never in my life climbed a speed wall. So, yeah, I knew that there were good holes from the speed finals the day ago, so it didn't stress me too much.
And you climb ice as well,
yeah.
So you didn't feel uncomfortable there, right?
No, not really.
Now in a second, after you've made clip 12, you do an interesting move with your heels. I'm going to anticipate that. When you put both heels on and you were hanging, was that a rest? Did that feel good?
Yeah, it was a rest.
It looked terrible.
On top of the ice structure, there are holes in there where you could put your axe in, and I just put my heel in there.
There's the first one. And then, did you put both on or just the one?
Oh, I don't remember.
Yep, there's the other one. I was like, surely that can't feel good. So that was a good position.
Yeah, it was.
Nice. Okay, so then you made clip 13, and now things start to get much steeper.
Yeah.
And you start to get really close to the top.
Yeah.
What's going through your mind now as you're making each move?
I think I started to hear the crowd cheering for me. Yeah, this was quite motivating. And yeah, I just wanted to go farther and farther, but I didn't think about the top down there.
You were just still thinking each move at a time. Into that next ice barrel.
Yeah, I always get a bit nervous if I have to go to that.
You do?
Yeah.
Why?
Because last season I didn't practice that a lot. This season a lot more, but it was my weakness until a year ago, so I still have that a bit in my mind.
I see.
But now it's much better.
Yeah, you looked confident on them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the endurance is quite good on figure 4, figure 9, so I can hold on pretty long in this position.
And the top's so close now, you can really see it there. Now you've started thinking about the top.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah?
I did. Yeah.
And did you think somebody else might have topped this?
Yeah, I was pretty sure actually, because it didn't feel so hard.
Mm-hmm. Did you have an idea who it might have been?
No, I didn't hear from the crowd, and I also try not to listen to the crowd when I'm in the isolation zone.
How bad was this hold? Because this was kind of out there on its own.
Great hold.
It was a good one?
Yeah.
Okay. That small green edge, super positive. And then, this is where it didn't look that hard to finish.
No, it wasn't actually. You just had to keep the speed up, I think. And yeah, not rush the last move, because you can, aside with Hanarai, she just pushed it maybe a bit too fast, and then this one came off the stone.
Yeah. So into that big stein. You're looking again at the clock.
Yeah.
The crowd was so loud now.
I felt like they were screaming at me that
They
I
were
shouldn't
really
look
screaming.
at
Yeah,
the
yeah.
clock.
They were like, stop wasting time. When you made that clip, what was in your head?
I fumbled it first.
Yeah. What was going on when you did that?
I was like, oh no, it went so perfectly, and now you had to fumble it. But it was fine. I had still a bit of power left.
You looked pretty calm
after
you topped.
I was actually. I was not that pumped, so I still was able to shake and keep composure.
How? You know, if I'd have just topped a route in the finals in my home comp of the World Cup, I think I'd be quite excited. Look how calm you are.
I was really excited, but I think it's not in my it's not my character to just scream out loud.
And so since then, it's been a whole week now, up until Rabenstein. What is in your mind for this week?
Well, I'm just excited to climb again. I think if you enjoy the climbing, it will always turn out well, or most of the time. So I think I just take this good memory with me and try my best again this week.
Well, good luck for that. Thank you so much for joining us, myself and Sina, in this route analysis. We'll be back next week with another climber and another route.